let me show you how you can turn your website into an AI. So we're going to be building a custom GPT for our own website. We're going to be using our single website URL. It's going to go in and it's going to extract all of the information from that website, from product listings to contact us pages to refund policies. All of these different pages from your website will be able to be accessed by this AI that can then use this in its responses to help your customers purchase products, understand your business, even get it to book calls or send people to external links. So it's very easy to do. All you need to do is get your website URL. So we're going to take the fuzi.co.uk as an example. We've got this product here. There's a whole load of information on this product page. They've also got a load of other different products. And then we're going to click the top link down below in the description, and we're going to sign up for a free trial for this software, ChatIQ.ai. This is going to basically allow us to simply input a URL like this. If we just head over to here, and we're going to paste in the URL, we're going to put in an email address, create a password, and create a free account with a 14-day free trial. It's going to charge our card nothing. It's completely free to use, and then it's going to create and build us a chatbot that we can then use and embed into our website. So I'm going to show you what this looks like directly within the dashboard of this account. So if you now log into your account, you're going to have a pop-up that you can use to train or build your own chatbots. So you can see here you can upload new data. When you've got started through the onboarding, you'll already have some information in your account. But we're going to put in the URL, and then we're simply going to click on fetch links. It's going to go ahead and extract those links from the website, and it's going to populate all of those fetch links, and it's going to use all of that information to scrape all of the information about your business and train the GPT. So you can see here it's done that. There's 31 different URLs. It's got the main page, it's got the policy page, and it's taken the product pages from some of the products, some parts of the blog page. So for example, why choose covered shipping, user generated content, privacy policies, community, and a whole load of other bits of information from their website. So this website's only got 31 URLs. So it's not going to take very long to do. So click on scrape URLs. And what it's going to do is it's going to take us to our data feed. You can see it started to populate all of the information from the Fuzi. And it's slowly adding in this information here. So there's 12 currently added. You can see what it's doing is actually processing all of these URLs. If I click on this, it's giving us a breakdown of the word count from this URL. We've got the link that we can go ahead and have a look at. I've actually tagged it with the name of the brand. It's now just finished that one. So it's not taking too long to do. While that's happening, I'm just going to select all of these and I'm going to build a custom chatbot. I'm just going to call this Fuzi. We're going to collect a custom prompt. Now, when you build your account, you won't need to create a custom prompt. A prompt will be created for you. You can do a lot of customization here, and I'll show you how you can use a custom prompt to give people external links for your chatbot. So you go ahead and do this. I'm going to give it an intro message. So, hi, I'm Fuzi. Let's call it support. How can I help? And then what we're going to do is we're going to get the branding from the Fuzi. So for example, we're going to take this purple color here, copy that, come back to here, select the user bubble color. So we'll do that, and we'll keep the text. I think they've got, white's probably the best one for that. And we're going to build the chatbot. Cool. So if we scroll back through here, it's not finished processing all of the information yet, but you can see we're just populating the chatbot with this data. Now, what's going to happen is when we talk to the chatbot, it's going to reference all of these URLs, and it's going to use all of these URLs for its responses, and it's be able to read all of these product pages. So for example, if we were to ask it about the Fuzi Move, or we were to ask it about specifically what exactly is the Fuzi, it can give us some information on that. Now I'm just going to wait for all of this to finish processing, and then I'll come back to you once it's done. Cool, so that's done processing. Now we're going to just click on this button here, and we can actually just start a new chat thread. So I'm just going to go with test. Now I'm going to walk you through this, and there's a little bit of tweaking that we may need to do to this chatbot to make sure that it's responding in the way that we want and doing all of the things that we want for our specific use case. So down here on the left, we've got all of the different links that this chatbot is using in its responses. This one's not showing just because the link's too long. But if we want to, we can actually delete that information, and then we can go ahead and add in some new knowledge from our data feed. Now at the moment we've got all the knowledge in our data feed added to the chatbot, so we'd need to go back to our data feed and rescrape our website. Cool. So how does this work? Well, let's just do an example. I've just asked it what is the Fuzi, and we're going to see what it comes back with as a response. What it's going to do is it's going to read all of this information from all of these different pages. You can see here it's a brand that offers cozy products for a comfortable and relaxing experience. It includes various products such as the Fuzzy Move, the Fuzzy Yum, and the Fuzzy Christmas. Then you can explore most about the Fuzzy and its products on the Fuzzy website. So it's giving us a link for us to visit on the website, which is obviously very cool. It can also make product recommendations as well. So, for example, we could actually have this embedded wherever we want. If we click on Share Chatbot, we can actually take this embed code here and we can embed this chat bubble onto our website so it can show up much the same as this chatbot would in the corner with a little icon that we can then click on, and it will then open up as a responding widget. So what happens when we click this link? Well, obviously it's going to open the Fuzzy's homepage and it's going to give us that information from that homepage. At the top here, you can see there's a reference tracking code, which means if we go into analytics, we can see how many people are clicking links within our chatbot. Now, this is useful because we can see, well, if they're asking for product recommendations, where do they usually end up? Or are they clicking, for example, how do I get to the refund policy? And if a lot of people are clicking to the refund policy, we then know that there's an issue with our website or our product, that people are curious to see how they get a refund, so maybe they don't have enough trust in our brand. Cool, so now we're going to say, just recommend me a product. I'm cold. So send that through. And again, you can see all of this is branded in exactly the same way that their brand is done. It's going to go through, read all of these product pages, all of the categories, all of the information, and it's going to see what's a good one. So recommended product, the Fuzzy Christmas, given us some information, and it's also given us the image of that product as well in its response. So let's just have a quick read through this information and see what's going on. The Fuzzy Christmas is designed to keep you warm and cozy during the cold season. Extra thick plush outer lining, rated 4.5 TOG. So what it's doing here is it's giving us all the information that we need in a very easy to read format. So rather than just giving a very lengthy paragraph about the information from this product page, it's summarizing only the useful information, and it's also categorized them for us. So what are the features? And also it's trying to sell it to us as well. It's perfect for cozy fireplace naps, holiday movie marathons, working on your Christmas list. Now, a lot of this is probably taken directly from that product page, but it's actually able to elaborate upon that and then use this information for its responses. So for example, it could actually now, because it's in its chat history, I can get it to give me a bit more information and it will remember the previous conversation. So imagine, for example, that this chatbot is currently sitting on the home page of the website, down here somewhere in the corner, and I want to be able to use this, and I want to be able to take this response and find the chatbot, so find the product. Well, obviously it's recommended me this product, but it also knows that it's probably a good idea to give me the link to the product as well. So I click this link, and guess what? It takes me directly to the Fuzzy Christmas, and it's got all the information's correct. I don't have to read all of this information now. Perfect, excellent, I can go ahead and check out, and at the top here it's actually got the reference link for this product, which is awesome. Cool. I'm going to ask it about sizing options. What are the best sizes for me? I have size 7 feet, for example, just making up some numbers. Now, I haven't actually checked. I'm pretty sure on the website, on the product page, it has sizing information. So it's going to read that sizing information. It's possible somewhere in here there's actual sizing guide. Recommended product, the Fuzzy Yum. Okay, so it's recommending a new product at this point. So we're going to want to adjust our prompt to make sure it doesn't do this. But again, I want to show you an example of this is some debugging that we'd want to do within our product. So we can see here, click on the information, what's happening here. Okay, so it's actually using an image that's no longer available in its responses. So we're going to want to make sure that doesn't happen. We're also going to want to make sure that it's actually adjusting and actually responding to the questions correctly. And we can do all of this with a custom prompt. So I'll show you how to do that in a second. So we're going to click on product image. We're going to remove this product image. And now what it's going to do is it's going to add that to a blacklist of different products that we don't want to use. Cool. So now what we need to do is identify why is it not giving us an answer to this question. The chances are it's because it's focusing too much on the chat history. So what is the Fuzzy and recommend me a product rather than the most up-to-date question, or it's because more likely this information isn't included in any of the web pages. So what we're going to do is we're going to copy this question here, because what you'll find is typically if you ask it a question and it makes a mistake, it will make that mistake continuously. So that's a continuous problem that's very easy to solve. So we're going to come to our settings. We're going to have a look at the chatbot that we're using, which is the customer service, and it's using the customer service prompt. We're going to head over to the prompt library. and we're going to search down here, customer service prompt. We're going to have a look at this. Now, I've been using this to make various chatbots, so this prompt is probably different to what you will see. So we're going to just add in some rules here. So what I've done is I've said here, always follow these rules. 1, when a customer asks about sizing for a product, make sure to use the information on the page to guide them on the size they need. So example, user, what is the best size for me? I have size 7 feet. So that's the question that I sent through that was giving me a problem. Then the assistant's response is going to be for example, for a size 7 UK size, I recommend the medium footsie. Now, this has highlighted an issue that I didn't realize is obviously if you come onto the website, they've got different sizes, UK, Euro, whatever. So the problem is the chatbot doesn't know this information. It will go and look for this information, but doesn't know this outright. So you need to make sure that the chatbot knows that it's going to have to do size comparisons. So realistically, we're going to add in another rule at the bottom, or actually just in front of this. We'll turn this here into rule 2. We're going to change this to rule 1. Pause this and I'll write it. So what I've done here is I said actually the first thing to do is, and we can tell it to run through this sequentially, so we can say always follow these rules in sequence, which means it's going to do rule 1 first, and then it will do rule 2. So if a user asks about sizing, they are referring to the most recent product they asked about, because obviously you remember it recommended a new product. You will need to confirm their sizing in US men's, US women's, UK, Euro, max foot length. Let's add that in. You will need to confirm which sizing. Let me just adjust this. So I just updated this to say confirm which sizing measurement they use first. Then give them the relevant size footsie for their shoe size. And I've given it a list: small, medium, and large. I've also said this info is on the product page. We'll probably say here, don't invent shoe sizes. So if we go to the product page here, you can see they've got kids, medium, and large. So we'll want to adjust that. It's not small, it's kids, medium, and large. Cool. Then we're going to click save, and we'll go back and we'll test this. So you'll see now. So let's just go back to the conversation. Recommend me a product. I'm cold. It recommended this product. We then asked it, okay, what is the best size for me? It recommended a new product. We then adjusted the prompt to make sure that it doesn't do this again. And we asked it, I've got a size 6 foot. Does this matter what size I get? It's come back with sizing for the footy yum. So it's correctly following the instructions that we gave it, which was 1, always respond on the most recent recommendation that you gave, which is the fuzzy yum. And then it's going to give sizing comparisons. So when selecting the size of the fuzzy yum, it's important to consider the following. It's available in sizes for both US men's and US women's. If you have a size 6 foot, it's recommended to choose the size that corresponds to your foot length. Then it's told us for a size 6 foot, the recommended size for the fuzzy yum is this for US men's and this for US women's. So it's given us the breakdown of, well, if your foot sizing is men's, 6 to 10, you want the medium. If it's women's, if it's 7 to 11, you want the medium. So it's now actually giving us the recommended sizing. If you want, you can actually now come back to the chats. What I'm going to do is take this conversation. We'll restart the conversation now, and we'll see what happens and if it follows the instructions from scratch. So, recommend me a product. I'm cold. And this is like part of the testing process that you'll need to do to make sure your chatbot's obviously responding correctly in all use cases. So this time it's again recommending the Christmas. Again, it's included the correct image for that product. And then we're going to say, okay, this looks cool. What size? Hang on, let me just pause this. What we'll do is we'll just give it a little bit more of a broader. This is more of a common question that you will see. People will say, like, this looks cool. I have a large foot though. Will this stretch to fit my foot? So we'll see how it handles this. Now, the easiest way to do this is just you have a conversation with it a few times and see how it responds and adjust it in the way that you think it should respond. But as people start to talk to your chatbot, you can then make further adjustments. Cool, so now it's using the fuzzy Christmas and it's saying size for large feet. Stretchable design, so it is a stretchable design, and it's got some extra information about that. It's also told me that you get complete foot coverage, non-slip stability, machine washable. So it knows we've got additional questions about the product that need answering. It's gone through and it's given us an image again, but in this case it hasn't actually given us the correct size. It hasn't told us, right, well, we need to recommend the size of the foot. So we can either leave it as it is, because it's obviously slightly stretchable design, so it may not be as important. You'll know your product better, right? Alternatively, we can actually take this information, which we're going to do now. We're going to take this, and we're going to head back to our prompt. Cool, so I've created a new chat. I've gone through, I've said recommend a product. Again, it's given me the Christmas fuzzy. And then what I said is, this looks cool, I have a large foot, will it stretch to fit my foot? It now knows to make sure the fuzzy fits correctly, please provide me with your shoe size and I will check. I'm size 11. For a size 11 US men's, I recommend a large fuzzy for the perfect fit and maximum comfort. Then it said the large fuzzy, and it's given me again a bit more information about the product. Now, it's very important that you do these tests, because if you look at what I've done now with the prompt, I've actually just added a lot more information. You can see here, and what I'll do, if you're watching this video, I'm going to make this prompt public. Customer service, size, we'll do ecom product recommendations, sizing. I'm going to make this public. I'm going to save this, which means now when this updates, I don't know where it's going to add it, ecom recommendations sizing, you can see this is here. So when you go into your account, you can click this button next to it. I can't because I already have it. It will then save it to your account, and then you can adjust it to your own size. And obviously it's got information about the fuzzy and whatnot. So every time you create a prompt, or I create a prompt that's, you know, requires a little bit more manual labor, I add it to the customer service. So if you watch some of my other videos, you'll see the prompts will be in the prompt library for you guys to use. So just to run you through what this prompt does, I've deleted all the stuff beforehand because it was an old prompt. You can see here, your customer service chatbot designed to assist with questions and concerns that the user may have. Always use the product page information to guide your responses, and try and keep it as a positive rule. Right, so use things like always rather than never. That tends to do better. Always focus and give priority to the user's most recent message and low priority to the chat history. So you'll remember what it was actually doing was it was using my can you recommend a product as sort of the message that it's actually trying to use. It thought that was a higher priority message, but now what we've done is we've said, look, let's swap this around, and I'm working on improving this as well. So this may not be a problem when you're using the app. Always give information on the most recent product in the chat history when asked. Again, I've added that again, but in a slightly different way for it to understand, specifically when we're talking about product sizes. We were having an issue with the size recommendations. It wasn't following through on that whole conversation thread, and now it is, most likely because of this line here. And then always respond to the user's question, ignoring chat history unless required to use it. And then again, everything else here is the same. I don't know if I explain this. If a user asks a broad open-ended question about sizing, always ask them to confirm their shoe size first. And here's all the extra information. So what do we do now? Well, if we want to embed this into our website, come back to here, click on Share Chatbot, copy this code, and then all we need to do is head to the head tag on our website. So if you're using Shopify, go to the theme.liquid and then just paste it in like this, save it, and then it will appear on your website for people to be able to use. So guys, if you want to use this product, if you want to use this tool, this is my tool. You can click the top link down below in the description. It will take you to my website where you can go ahead, get started for free. Like I say, if you put in your URL here, create an account, click on start 14-day free trial, and then it will take you to this page where your product chatbot is now built. You can see here the fuzzy, and then click on copy, and then use that code to embed to your website. If you want to make any adjustments, obviously add further customizations, you can go ahead and do that in the dashboard like we just did for this example. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you in my